How do you retcon every movie in this franchise and make it a direct sequel after 40 years? You Sarah fucking Connor Laurie Strode. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Halloween 2018. Halloween, of course, stars Jamie Lee Curtis. It's got some Judy Greer in there. I mean, everybody knows who Judy Greer is. She just shows up in she shows up in a lot of things. It's written and directed by David Gordon Green, but it's also written by Danny McBride, which you kind of just go, really? That motherfucker? Cool. And yes, it's a direct sequel to the first Halloween. They retcon all the other movies. And a lot of people, it is pretty crazy that Halloween H2O, it came out 20 years ago. And I still remember seeing that and being like, everybody was kind of like, oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's returning. And now she's returning again. But this time it's a little bit different. And of course, yes, Laurie, after 40 years, has not had the best life, but she's managed to, she managed to have a daughter, and that daughter had a daughter. But, she spent the last 40 years basically preparing herself for the return of Michael Myers, and she knows it's gonna happen, so she lives behind a fence. She's got all kinds of shit, cameras, lights. She knows how to shoot some shit. And naturally, of course, as Myers is being transported to a different psychiatric hospital, a worse one, I guess you could say, the bus crashes. He gets out, and then he starts doing his thing. So how did I feel about Halloween? Well. So I saw this movie last night, and as I was walking out, I felt satisfied. My friend, she said she liked it, and we agreed that we both liked it. We agreed it hit that Halloween spot. But there was just something that I was like, And in the past 24 hours, I was like, okay, let me just think about it, and I did. First off, this movie is definitely for Halloween fans. I mean, it's definitely an homage to the first Halloween. I mean, when the opening credits are going and you're hearing that John Carpenter music, as well as, he does the music for this movie. And that guy, every movie you watch, no matter how cheesy it is, his use of his music gives me goddamn goosebumps everywhere on my body. That synthesizer, it's just what he does. It's so, it just creates an atmosphere. It freaks me out. And it's just something that's really lacking in horror movies nowadays. The build up to Myers escaping is, it's good. It's really good. The build up to that. And then, of course, the tension building scenes, like when he's finally out and you're hearing the breathing in the mask, you're seeing some of those scenes. Those are good. Some of the kills were good, and some of the kills were done where you didn't see them, so you just saw the aftermath, and you're like, holy shit. Not enough titties, though. Jamie Lee Curtis is the best thing of the movie, obviously. Like I said in the beginning, they basically just Sarah Connor Laurie Strode. They really do. The first movie, she's thrown into this horror story, a weak person who barely makes it out. And in this movie, she spends her life preparing for that return of that horror story to be brought back into this. And, she tries to prepare her loved ones, but her loved ones think she's batshit crazy. And then all of a sudden that thing comes back and they're like, oh crap, you're not crazy. They really could have dove deep into Laurie's psyche and how she's been dealing with this for the past 40 years. Okay? When you get a sense of that, when they introduce that, it's pretty fantastic. But the thing is, they do it so goddamn quickly. They start focusing on the younger people because obviously they got to do that. And they especially do that with her granddaughter, and they gotta do the normal shit that you see in these goddamn movies. Okay, we gotta put the slasher tropes in. Okay, we got a Halloween dance. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, we got the babysitting scene. The babysitter's gonna invite the horny guy in. They're gonna be making out. I'll get the stupid horny guys in here. Okay, everybody's gonna fucking die now. What I really liked about the Rob Zombie Halloween, the first one, even the second one, even though it just got weird because that's just... It's fucking Rob Zombie. He really delved deep into Myers' psyche, gave him an origin, really cut to the core of that character. And they kind of try to do that here, but they don't go like as crazy, of course, as Rob Zombie did. They really try to do it. And there's another character, I get, that I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Don't worry. That kind of like adds to it, and it's like they're gonna go somewhere with it. And they don't. They just said, fuck that. And that is what's frustrating me the most, was the fact that when a certain thing happens, I kind of go, oh, this is an interesting little twist, you know? And then they just kind of just let it go and just go back to, okay, you got to stop the boogeyman. And they really could have done that with Laurie. They really could have done that with that character. Jamie Lee Curtis gives a fantastic performance. And they really could have just went further into it. But it's like they wanted to concentrate, of course, more on the younger characters when they should have 100% focus on her character, and just really, man, it's just like when they introduce her and you kind of get a sense of what she's been doing for the past 40 years, it goes by like that. Maybe they'll do more in the sequel. I can only hope, if there's going to be a sequel, which it's making a ton of money, so there probably is. And, you know, it's just something that I was like, damn, they really couldn't have done that. So, anyways, who's this movie for? Well, obviously, Halloween slasher fans. People clapped and cheered at my screening, and I was right there with them. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to put it on the favorite wall of 2018. Like, I was ready to. On my drive home, I was thinking, yeah, cool. I mean, I know they weren't trying to make like an overly like complicated psychological slasher flick or anything. That I get that. And they wanted to bring the original Scream Queen back and just give everybody what they've been wanting. And yeah, that's all there. But I just think they could have did that as well as something else, because it just felt like they were trying to juggle too much. It's like they just couldn't find that balance. But it's funny because I've been hearing that Halloween fans have not liked it and then have loved it. So it's almost like, you know, it's almost divisive, but I think more people are liking it. So, yes, if you're a fan of the movies, go see it, especially the first one. You'll probably enjoy yourself. just little things. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, there you have it. There's my review of Halloween 2018. Let me know your thoughts about it down below if you saw it. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my stuff. Visit the closet for shirts and stickers. And, of course, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, my new Instagram, Junkie Film. All right?